Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel. This time we are going to share some special trip that we've made this year. Actually, we have been waiting long time until we could finally explore India. And in addition, this trip was special for me because it was my first time flying internationally after the ACL reconstruction surgery. We took a direct Air Asia flight from Kuala Lumpur to Delhi. The journey took around 5 hours and 30 minutes, and it should be noted that India is 2.5 hours behind Malaysia. So by the time we landed at Delhi International Airport, it was around 11 p.m. local time. As always, we have booked a hot seats by Air Asia. This allows to have some extra leg space, so our flight was incredibly comfortable. Once we landed, we've proceeded to the immigration, and actually immigration process was pretty smooth, and after that we decided to head back to the hotel. So we've stayed at Holiday Inn in Delhi. This was our starting point for our Golden Triangle tour. Hotel was located at Aira City District, which is a modern hospitality hub located near the airport. So usually this area is filled with upscale hotels, global cuisine restaurants, and is known for its safety and convenience for travelers. For example, if you are coming for business trip, visiting your family, your friends, just exploring Delhi, that is going to be a perfect spot to stay because it is next to the airport and at the same time is very close to the city center. So honestly, I would say that this is a perfect base to start the trip, especially when you arrive late at night. Upon arrival, we have been greeted by Holiday Inn crew, and it felt really great to see a friendly face after a long flight. So the drive to the hotel was actually smooth. It took us around 15 to 20 minutes to reach. Well, it was late at night and there was no traffic at all, which is rare for Delhi. Once we reached the hotel, we had to go through a mandatory security check at the entrance, meaning that our bags were placed on a luggage X-ray scanner belt, just similar like we have in the airports, and you walk through a metal detector as well. I know that usually for foreigners it might be kind of a weird procedure. However, this is actually a very standard thing at most hotels in India, especially in big cities. Due to security protocols, particularly after past incidents in the country, hotels have strict screening measures to ensure the safety of all guests. The same rule actually covers any transportation or any vehicle that arrives to the hotel. It has to be screened for security protocols as well. Now let's have a quick room tour. The room was super cozy with a big king size bed, spacious layout, and a really nice wardrobe for longer stays. The bathroom was huge, featuring a modern shower and all the amenities you expect from the Holiday Inn. However, the view from our window wasn't the most scenic. It actually faced another nearby hotel, so not much can be seen. But since we only were staying there for one night, we didn't mind at all and didn't even unpack much. Breakfast the next morning was included in our stay and it didn't disappoint. It was a delicious buffet with a great mix of traditional Indian cuisine, where you could even adjust the level of spiciness for some of the dishes, and a variety of Western breakfast options as well for those who prefer something lighter or more familiar. The thing we couldn't resist exploring during breakfast was the variety of teas available. India is famous for its tea culture, so we decided to try a cup of traditional masala chai, rich, spiced, and brewed with milk. It was absolutely perfect. Our Golden Triangle tour officially began this morning. Around 9 a.m., we were picked up by our tour organizer right from the hotel. For the entire trip, we had one dedicated driver, which made the journey super convenient. Since I'm still recovering from my ACL reconstruction surgery, we decided to upgrade to a minivan instead of a regular car. And honestly, the extra space made a huge difference in comfort. So each destination had its own local tour guide, and as we traveled between cities, we picked them up and dropped them off along the way. This made each stop feel unique, with personalized insights from people who actually lived there. Our first stop was Qutub Minar, located in South Delhi. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the tallest brick minarets in the world, standing at 73 meters high. It was built in the early 13th century by Qutub Uddin Aibak. It's made of red sandstone and marble, covered in intricate carvings and verses from the Quran. Before entering the Qutub Minar complex, you have to purchase entry tickets. For foreign tourists, the ticket price is 550 rupees per person. Locals can pay 35 rupees and the children under 15 years old are free of charge. Tickets can be bought at the counter or online through the official Archaeological Survey of India portal. The complex is actually open daily from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., so it's best to arrive early to avoid the crowds and the midday heat. Another important thing to note is that selfie sticks and tripods are not allowed inside the Qutub Minar complex. We were asked to leave them behind at the security checkpoint or in our van, so make sure to travel light if you are planning to shoot the content over there. Inside the Qutub Minar complex, we also visited the tomb of Iltutmish, the second ruler of the Delhi Sultanate and son-in-law of Qutb-ud-Din Aibak, built in 1235 AD. This tomb is one of the earliest examples of Islamic funerary architecture in India. The carvings inside are incredibly detailed, with beautiful Arabic calligraphy and floral motifs, a peaceful and sacred corner of the historic complex. Right near the mosque inside the Qutub complex stands the legendary Iron Pillar of Delhi, a 1,600-year-old column that has never rusted. It's over 7 meters tall and weighs more than 6 tons and was originally erected by a king from the Gupta Empire. The secret of its preservation lies in ancient Indian metallurgy. Even today, scientists study it to understand how it's withstood the test of time. It's not just an iron column, I would say it's a symbol of India's ancient engineering brilliance. Tucked quietly within the Qutub Minar complex is a lesser-known gem, the tomb of Imam Zamin. Built around 1538 AD, the tomb is a beautiful example of early Mughal architecture, simple, serene, and spiritual. Its white marble dome, intricately carved jelly windows, and peaceful aura give it a completely different vibe compared to the towering grandeur of Qutub Minar. Our next stop was the iconic India Gate, one of Delhi's most recognizable landmarks and a powerful national symbol. India Gate is a 42-meter high stone arch built in 1931 as a war memorial to honor the 84,000 Indian soldiers who died fighting for the British Army during World War I and Third Anglo-Afghan War. India Gate stands proudly at the heart of Rajpath, now officially called Kartavya Path. It's a ceremonial boulevard that leads all the way to Rashtrapati Bhavan, the presidential residence of India. After India Gate, we explored a hidden gem in the middle of bustling Delhi, Agra Fort, an ancient step well with a hauntingly beautiful vibe. This step well dates back to the 14th century, possibly even earlier, I might be wrong, and is believed to have been rebuilt by the Agra Fort community during the reign of the Tughlaq dynasty. It's 60 meters long and about 50 meters deep with 103 stone steps leading down. This place once served as a water reservoir, collecting rainwater for the city, but today it stands as a surreal cinematic backdrop. You might even recognize it from several Bollywood movies. After a full day of exploring Delhi's rich history and hidden gems, it was time to say goodbye to the capital and head to the next destination in our Golden Triangle journey, Agra. The drive from Delhi to Agra took around 4 hours. We've left Delhi at around 4 p.m. and arrived at around 8:30. Overall, the journey was smooth and comfortable thanks to the expressway. We made a few stops along the way to stretch and grab some snacks. In Agra, we checked in at the stunning JP Palace Hotel. It was a luxurious property that felt like a royal retreat. It was 25 acres of landscape gardens, fountains, and red sandstone architecture. Truly, you felt like a Mughal queen or king. This hotel would be our base for exploring Agra, and it instantly made us feel relaxed and ready for the next chapter of our adventure, including one of the 7 wonders of the world. After check-in, we've headed to our room, and it was on the ground floor, offering direct access to the beautiful garden. The room was spacious, featuring a comfortable king-size bed, a well-appointed wardrobe, and a luxurious bathtub in the bathroom. Although we only stayed overnight, the serene ambience made it a memorable experience. The next morning, we woke up at 5 a.m. for our much anticipated visit to the Taj Mahal. We had purchased our tickets online in advance to save time, and it cost us 1,100 rupees per person for foreign tourists, with an additional 200 rupees to access the main mausoleum if I'm not mistaken. Despite our early arrival, there was already significant crowd. There are 3 main entrances to the Taj Mahal: East, West, and South gates. Our guide wisely led us to the West Gate, which typically has shorter lines compared to the others. In addition to that, if you want to visit the Taj Mahal, you can try East Gate as well. Seeing the Taj Mahal in person was truly breathtaking. This magnificent mausoleum was commissioned in 1632 by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal, who died during childbirth. It took 22 years and over 20,000 artisans to complete this masterpiece. I also can say that Taj Mahal isn't just about the mausoleum. The surrounding gardens, reflecting pools, and symmetrical architecture contribute to its status as a symbol of eternal love and one of the new seven wonders of the world. After enjoying the beauty of Taj Mahal at sunrise, we headed back to our hotel to finally have some breakfast. And let me tell you, we really earned it. The breakfast at JP Palace was incredible. A lavish buffet spread with something for every kind of foodie. So we had an Indian cuisine and Western cuisine, bunch of fresh juices, and incredible tea selection. After an unforgettable experience in Agra, it was time for us to hit the road again. This time, we were heading to our final stop on Golden Triangle Tour, Jaipur, the pink city of India. The journey from Agra to Jaipur took around 5 hours by road, depending on the traffic. It can be 4 as well. It was a scenic drive with glimpses of Rajasthan's changing landscapes and small towns along the way. In Jaipur, we checked in at Holiday Inn Jaipur City Center, a modern and centrally located hotel perfect for exploring the vibrant capital of Rajasthan. After a long drive, it felt great to settle into a clean, comfortable room and rest up before diving into the royal sights and colorful streets of Jaipur. Our room at Holiday Inn was on the 8th floor, offering a very nice city view over the rooftops and lights of Jaipur. It was a great mix of modern comfort and convenience. We had a king-size bed, super cozy and inviting after a long day of travel. The room came with all the modern amenities, from a stocked mini bar and coffee station to a spacious bathroom with everything we needed. We were only staying at Jaipur for one night, so this room was a perfect base to rest, recharge, and get ready to explore the city again before we hit the road again and make our way back to Delhi, wrapping up our Golden Triangle journey. But we will talk about that later. Our first stop in Jaipur was the Panaminaka Kund, a stunning symmetrical stepwell that feels like a piece of art carved into the earth. This stepwell dates back to the 16th century, built during the reign of Maharaja Jai Singh, and was traditionally used for water storage and community gatherings. Well, in addition, this place caught the eye of Bollywood filmmakers. This beautiful stepwell was featured in the hit movie Bulbulaya 2, starring Kartik Aaryan and Kiara Advani. Its unique symmetrical steps made the perfect, mysterious, and authentic backdrop for key scenes. Actually, I think by standing there next to this perfect stepwell, I realized that I was falling in love with Jaipur. Out of all the places we visited on the strip, Jaipur stole my heart. The colors, the calm, the blend of royalty and tradition, it just spoke to me in a way no other city did. After the peaceful stepwell, we headed to one of Jaipur's most iconic landmarks, the grand and majestic Agra Fort. Located about 11 kilometers from central Jaipur, Agra Fort is massive hilltop fortress built in the 16th century by Raja Man Singh I. It served as the capital of the Kachwaha Rajput rulers before Jaipur city was even founded. Walking through its gates feels like stepping back in time. From the ornate Ganesh Pole gate to the dazzling Taj Mahal with thousands of tiny mirrors, every corner of this fort is a masterpiece of Rajput architecture with Mughal influence. We spent around 2 hours walking through the fort, exploring its massive courtyards, intricate carvings, and beautifully painted halls. Every corner had a story, from the royal family's private quarters to ancient air cooling systems that kept room pleasant even in the heat. It wasn't just about the architecture, it was about stepping into the past. We tried to observe as much of its history as we could, and honestly, every minute was worth it. After Agra Fort, we made our way to one of Jaipur's most iconic sites, the Hawa Mahal, also known as the Palace of Winds. This beautiful 5-story palace built in 1799 by Maharaja Savai Pratap Singh is famous for its honeycomb-like facade with 953 small windows, designed to let in cool breeze, giving the name Hawa, wind, and Mahal. Then we headed to one of Jaipur's most fascinating sites, Jantar Mantar, a UNESCO World Heritage Site filled with ancient science instruments and giant sun clocks. Built in the early 18th century by Maharaja Savai Jai Singh II, Jantar Mantar is an astronomical observatory that features 19 fixed instruments used for measuring time, tracking stars, predicting eclipses, and studying celestial bodies. One of the most impressive is the Samrat Yantra, the world's largest stone sundial, standing at 27 meters tall. It can measure time accurately up to 2 seconds. Well, even if you are not into astronomy, the geometry and precision of these instruments is mind-blowing. It's like walking through a museum of science carved in stone. Visiting Jantar Mantar really gave us a deeper appreciation for the scientific brilliance of ancient India and how art, science, and spirituality were all so deeply connected. After our historical and scientific adventures, we had a bit of time left to explore something Jaipur is globally known for, and this is gemstones and textiles. We visited a jewel stone workshop where we saw how precious and semi-precious stones are hand-cut, polished, and set into beautiful pieces of jewelry, everything from rings, necklaces to traditional Rajput designs. Jaipur is a major hub for gem cutting and jewelry design, and many of these pieces are exported worldwide. Watching the artisans work up close was really fascinating. Next, we explored a textile workshop and got to see the traditional block printing technique in action, a craft Jaipur is also famous for. The attention to detail, the patience, and the vibrant dyes is truly work of art. We even saw how natural colors are used in eco-friendly printing methods. From silk scarves to cotton quilts and handmade Jaipuri kurtis, it was hard to live without picking up a little something to take home. As we left Jaipur and began our journey back to Delhi, we made a quick stop to admire the stunning Jal Mahal, also known as the Water Palace. Sitting peacefully in the middle of Man Sagar Lake, Jal Mahal is a perfect blend of Rajput and Mughal architecture. Though you can't go inside, the view from the promenade is absolutely magical, especially during sunrise or sunset. So that place is also highly advisable. Our road back to Delhi from Jaipur took much longer than expected, thanks to some pretty heavy traffic along the way. But eventually we made it back to the capital city just in time to wind down our trip. For our final stay, we checked into the beautiful Radisson Blu Plaza Delhi, luxurious hotel located near the airport as well, perfect for a short stay before our flight. We've stayed at that hotel for 1 night and 2 days with no plans, no sightseeing, just some much needed rest and relaxation after days of adventure. It was time to recharge before our late night flight back to Malaysia the next day. To our surprise, we had arrived during the Holi festival and the hotel hosted a vibrant, joyful celebration with colors, music, and traditional sweets, which we unfortunately missed because we were super tired. It was a really beautiful celebration based on the images and the videos which they were playing in the hotel. However, unfortunately, that was something that we've missed. One of the best parts about staying at Radisson Blu Plaza was the incredible variety of restaurants they had at the premises, each offering a different culinary journey. From flavorful Indian dishes to hearty Western comfort food, rich Mediterranean flavors, and delicious Asian cuisine. Every meal was a separate and incredible experience. And if you couldn't decide where you want to go, you could always enjoy the luxurious buffet that will suit everyone. Either you are vegetarian, pescatarian, you prefer incredibly spicy food, or you prefer something mild. The hotel also had an incredible pool at its premises, outdoor pool, which we actually decided to check out next day while we had time. And as part of our package, we had both dinner and breakfast included, and the spread was truly impressive, fresh, flavorful, and beautifully presented. For lunch, we've decided to explore one of the restaurants that they had on premises. After a week of adventure, this was exactly what we needed. Amazing food, calm ambience, and a chance to enjoy our final moments in India with full hearts and full plates. The next day it was time to say goodbye to India. Our Air Asia flight was scheduled for 11:30 p.m. India time, and thankfully it departed right on time. After 5.5 hours of flight, we were finally back home in Malaysia, a little tired but completely fulfilled. This trip wasn't just about sightseeing, it was about healing, adventure, rediscovering joy after my ACL surgery, and out of everything, I guess Jaipur truly stole my heart. Thank you for watching us on this journey through India's Golden Triangle. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in our next great adventure.